the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Bulls have their backs against the wall, down 3-0. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Mavericks. Will there be an upset in round 1? It's all coming up next.
And a potential closeout game here tonight. It's 3-0. Advancement to round 2 in the Eastern Conference at stake. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. So here's Dallas' starting group. And it's D in at the 1. And for the Bulls, and it's the chosen one in at the 2 spot. You look at the Bulls, they're on the brink of elimination here tonight.
You know, it's interesting. I mean, they've been pushed around and exposed in this series. This is a good chance for them to save face with the win.
Here's D. Pass to Sanders. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
To the left wing. Here's the chosen one. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Dallas with possession. It's a 3-point game. Here's Sanders. Here's D. And there it is for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
Here's the chosen one. Adams with a screen on Russell. Here's the chosen one. Clock at 6. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Chicago shooting their first free throw tonight. Here's D. Has to pick it. Here's D. Out to the right wing. Launches it. It's rebounded by Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for Chicago. Here's the chosen one. Here's the chosen one. The 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they just disappear like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Russell, that's good.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Here's the chosen one. And Grant gets it to go.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Takes a step back. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The 3. Sanders, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Scrub. Now here's Adams. He's covered closely. The chosen one. The pass to the chosen one. No good on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Scrub. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Strother. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. The Bulls have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Deep pass to Pickett. Strother. Fires a three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Scrub. Now here's Adams. Defense is right there. Here's the chosen one. And there's another one for the Bulls.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
A minute and a half left to play in the first quarter. Russell, pass to D. Strother, just 4 to shoot. Deep. And Dallas hits again from deep.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's the chosen one. Still no points. Uncovered. It's the chosen one missing.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And that one's good. Strother.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Adams with a screen on Russell. The chosen one. The pass to Adams. It's Adams who hammers it home.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Pass to Pickett. Outside for Russell. On the arc. And the Mavericks, another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
The Bulls trail by 4. Here's the chosen one. Shot coming late, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Mavericks ahead, up by 4, and we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Dallas?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
The Bulls trail by 4. And it's White in at shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Lucas passes to White. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Outside Maverick. Pass to Jackson. Second chance effort. Chicago shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Into the lane. The offensive rebound. Three-pointer. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Jackson. Still without a bucket. The shot by Russell, no good. Pass to Bufkin. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Now it's a three-point Bulls lead.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Strawther. He has 6. Here's Sanders. No good. Unable to win this run. Grant outside. Right wing. Adams, a pass to White. Back to Adams. 6 to shoot. Here's Jamison. Another 3 for Chicago.
I just love the ball.
Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Sanders. Pass to Strawther. Here's the 3. He drops it from range. Strawther's got 9.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Grant. Takes the 3. The shot misses. For Dallas, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Bulls leading by 3. White on the wing. Back to Grant. They set a pick from the top of the key, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Strawther. 9 points in the game. Pass to Sanders. Fires the 3. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. teams will make substitutions. Chicago leading. Grant outside. Pass to the chosen one. Here's the chosen one. From down in the low post, it goes. The chosen one's got his first bucket of the night.
When you use it right, the pump fakes as effective a move as there is.
Here's D. He's covered by Grant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's the chosen one. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's D. 7 points in the game. Here's Sanders. Dallas, no good that time either. And so Grant will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. The chosen one. The pass to Lucas. Outside for Grant. Here's the chosen one. Here's the chosen one. And he knocks the jumper down. The chosen one's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's D. An easy 2 on the layup.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him. Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Here's Sanders. Knocks it down from distance. Sanders has got 9 points.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
The chosen one. The pass to the chosen one. 46 seconds left in the first half. And the shot's good. And the Bulls lead by 1. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Here's Sanders. He's got 9. Jackson, the screen, launches it, and Dallas hits again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the chosen one. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And Lucas gets it to go. It's all tied in Chicago. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Chicago Bulls.
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jet.
Yeah, hard to win when you're giving guys all day to shoot.
Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. They've gone into halftime with the game all tied up. But, Kenny, what do they need to do to make this series competitive?
Well, they'll need to come out after the half, and they'll hit the court with a lot of energy, and starting with executing the coach's notes right away.
Absolutely. They can't afford to waste any time. Got to grab the lead and never let go of it.
Hopefully they've got enough fight left in them. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us again for round one of the NBA playoffs. Chicago's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. And it's Russell in at the 3. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And he knocks down the first one. On both.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's putting the work to defy that assumption.
From the arc. Knocks down the triple. Russell's got 9.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Out left to the wing. Here's Dean. He's covered by Gray. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball. The Bulls shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. Pass to the chosen one. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta. And now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, you leave it alone until someone stops him, just let it roll.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Sanders. He's got 12. Shot clock at 6. Looking to win the run. Buries the jump shot. Sanders has got 14 points for the game. Chicago leading by 4. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Soft touch off the glass.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Outside Russell. Pass to D. Oh, Adams with the block. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Here's the chosen one. Here's the chosen one. Hits a three-pointer. The chosen one's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, I don't know what Coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
Pass to D. Here's Pickett. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Good whistle there.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That one misses. The Mavericks making a switch here. Strawther's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Chicago leading by 8. The chosen one. Pass to the chosen one. Adams a screen. Here's the chosen one. Counted from distance. The chosen one's got 23 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Can't hit that one. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Adams. Here's Scrub. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Chicago.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. 9 points in the game. Launches a three. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's the chosen one to the wing, right side. And he can't bank that one in.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to D. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Pickett. Again, the miss by Dallas. Here's Chicago now. They're on a 20-6 run. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Mavericks trail by 14. 1:02 left in the 3rd quarter. The shot by Russell, no good. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the 3rd quarter so far. Pass to Bufkin. Adams with the ball. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Adams has got 8. 43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Strawler. He's got 9. Here's D. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. First one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Grant. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Conley. Stolen by Smith. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Yep, that one goes. And the Bulls lead by 14.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. And don't go far. We'll be right back. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
We've taken all jump shots. Drive and make a play for a teammate. Keep talking on the defensive end. Relax, breathe.
And a number of issues to cover there for Jason Kidd, trying to keep his guys aware of how they can improve.
Yeah, looking for more unselfish play. They have to work together and try to have some fun out there.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. And it's Grant in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Lets it fly. And there's another one for the Bulls.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip. But he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Jackson outside. And Dallas hits again from deep.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Here's Lucas. Jamison passes to Grant. Here's Jamison. few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. That shot is off. Matherin. And a two-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Chicago leading by 8. Pass to Jamison. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, a little exclamation point. Here's Strawman. Here's Jackson. And it's Dallas scoring again.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Lucas. Pass to the chosen one. A shot from the mid-range. And Chicago again with a bucket.
They're going old school out there now. Working the mid-range part of the floor.
Jackson outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Now here's Matherin. 5 on the clock. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Dallas making a change here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. There's the steal. D, the pass to Pickett, and out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. Chicago leading by 8. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. The chosen one, the pass to the chosen one. High arcing shot. Here's the chosen one. Offline with a 3. Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Pickett. Over to the wing. Russell from outside. It's rebounded by Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for the Bulls. Here's the chosen one. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3. The chosen one's got 26 points.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Ran outside. Pass to the chosen one. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter here. Grant, the pass to Adams. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
He gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And Adams drops them both. Mavericks trail by 11. Here's D. Here's Russell. It's rebounded by Grant. Here's the chosen one. Pass to the chosen one. Now Adams. Here's Scrub. Goes back up. And Adams lays it in.
This guy has been wreaking havoc out there the last couple games.
He's been relentless, and he's been doing it in a variety of ways. But right there, it's all about the hustle on the offensive glass.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Well, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
There's a minute 17 left in the fourth. Grant with it. And he lobs it up. They swipe it.
And with time running down here in Game 4, we've got to give credit to what a terrific performance it's been for the Bulls.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And with their backs against the wall, they delivered, winning their first game of the series.
Well, it's better late than never, but where was this effort in games 1, 2, and 3? They're still a huge underdog to move on.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the chosen one.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Now here's Grant. Here's Scrub to the left side wing. Four on the clock. And it's the chosen one missing. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. So the Bulls win it. And they're still in a tight spot. But you have to applaud the grit they showed to get this win.
You can't ever underestimate a team in the postseason. They fought hard and got a crucial victory.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Virginia Storm are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in Round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the Indiana Pacers. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The captain out there with Barnes. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's prime time. And for Virginia, the general is out there at prime time. Then there's the captain. Then it's the machine. And it's the closer and a shooting guard. You look at the Pacers. Well, you wonder, Greg, don't you, how much they've got left in the tank. They spent a lot of energy getting through the first-round series.
No doubt, and they better. Having to play these first 2 games on the road, never an easy task. But you get to this point of the season, and adrenaline gives you all the energy you need. To be honest, I'm more concerned about their talent level than their energy level.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Lets it go with the 3. Drops in the tray. Barnes has got the first 3 points tonight for the Pacers.
Boy, the defense very, very solid there, but Scotty Barnes just steady with his shot.
Pass to Primetime. Here's the machine. Good on the 3-point shot.
But we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here is Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. A 3. It's rebounded by Virginia. Primetime, the pass to the machine. A 3. That one, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The captain, no good. The Storm have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Primetime's shot is good.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Primetime. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. So he hits both of them.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's the closer. The machine passes to the captain. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Take a look at the general, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Mr. Fundamentals.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Barnes the screen. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's the closer. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Virginia.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Primetime. And here's Halliburton. Here's Primetime. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Primetime's got 5.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I spoke with the Storm head coach for just a few minutes. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thanks so much, David. So it's the Storm now after Indiana gets the 3. There's 1:47 left to play here in the first. Over to the wing. The general. Nice form on the 20-footer.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
On the wing, Barnes. Here's Panescu. And the Pacers another 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Virginia decides to take their first time out here. So for the Storm, the Beast is checked in for Primetime. Mr. Fundamentals comes in for the general, and it's D in for the machine. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Pass to the closer. Here's Dean to the paint. Here's the captain, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. The captain passes to Primetime. On the wing lead. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, here's the captain, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's the captain. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's prime time. Pass to Christie. From deep three-point land. Mr. Fundamentals grabs the board. Here's the closer. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. The closer's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Storm. And no good that time. And on his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Storm lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Virginia.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
And so in the game for the Pacers, you've got Lee. Christie is out there with Reed. And there's Christie, and it's prime time, and at the center filling out the middle. The shot's good from Christie. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to Prez. There's the triple. Another 3 for Virginia.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Reed. And here's Lee. Here's prime time. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's D, covered by Lee. And it's D missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Prime time, the pass to Christie. Here's prime time. He has 7. Pass to Reed. On the mark with the 15-footer. Reed's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Virginia working the ball around. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. 6 points for Prez.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So for the Storm, the general comes in for the Beast, and the closer subbed in for Prez. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. A fadeaway, and it's prime time missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's the closer, defended by Christie. Clock at 6. They set the pick. The leader gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 8 points for the closer.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Christie's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Takes a three. It's rebounded by Virginia. The closer passes to deep. Here's the General. Hands it from downtown. The General's got 5 points so far.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
The captain passes to Christie. Here's the captain. He squares up and sinks it. The captain's got his second basket of the night. Timeout called, the Storm. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of the game, you have to stay hydrated.
So for the Storm, Trez is checked in for the captain, and the machine subbed in for deep. Indiana also making some changes. Catchings is checked in for primetime. Reed comes in for Christie, and Halliburton subbed in for Christie. Virginia leading by 3. Here's the closer. He's got 10. Pass to Prez. Here's the closer. Takes the 3. Catchings with the rebound.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half. Virginia has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's the closer. Tries it from 19. That's good. He's 5 for 9. Pacers trail by 5. Steps back. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Here's Panescu. It's rebounded by Virginia.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Halliburton outside. From outside the arc, that one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
29 seconds left now here in the second. The machine passes to Prez. Here's the machine. 4 on the clock. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. The machine's got 6 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Virginia lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And so it's Virginia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Indiana Pacers.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. Taking a look at the situation for Virginia. Guys, how important is the first game of the series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. The closer really making a difference here.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 7. The machine is out there with the closer. And it's prime time. And there's the general. And it's the captain in at the small forward position.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
And for the Pacers, they've got prime time. The captain out there with Scotty Barnes. And there's Tyrese Halliburton.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's the captain. He's got 7. Pass to the captain. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's the closer. 15 points in the game. Here's the machine. Here's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. The machine's got the lead up to 10 now for the Storm.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Halliburton using that length to cause trouble.
Take a break. 2 shots.
good from Halliburton.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
Halliburton hits them both. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's the closer. Pass to the general. Tries it from 19. And again, it's Virginia.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Sinks the triple. He's got 12.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Here's primetime. Down low. Here's the captain. Unable to get that one.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
On the wing, Barnes. Here's Paneski. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. And now it's just a 4-point Virginia lead. Here's the closer. 15 points in the game. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Timeout called, Virginia. Mr. Fundamentals jumped in for the general. Christie's checked in for Indiana. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. You look at Primetime. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And there's the drive. Primetime's shot is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
That one's good. The Storm lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Halliburton. Here's the closer. He's got 15. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen. Sinks the three-pointer. The closer's got 18 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here is Halliburton. 5 points in the game. Here's the machine. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Virginia shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
A closer, that's good.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long-range.
Halliburton outside, tipped away, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. The Beast is checked in for Virginia. Prez comes in for the closer. Indiana also making some changes. Christie comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Reed in for the captain. Halliburton passes to Reed. Here's Christie. 5 to shoot. It's intercepted. Fast break. Here comes Virginia. The captain with the bucket. And now it's an 11-point Virginia lead.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. D's checked in for Virginia. And Indiana with a change here, too. Lee's checked in for Halliburton. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Here's Christie. Knocks down the 3 ball. Christie's got 6 points.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Prez.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And it's the Pacers with the ball after the basket by Virginia. Lee with the ball. Still scoreless. 6 to shoot. Pass to Primetime. Shoots from the right block. It's blocked. Now through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Storm ahead as they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. from Commonwealth Center. Back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
You are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. We've got Prez. Mr. Fundamentals is out there with the general. That's the closer. And it's D in at the 1. Pacers trail by 10. The captain passes to Christie. To the middle. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Count it.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Now here's Prez. Here's the general. It's good from long range. The general's got the lead up to 13 now to the Storm.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Look, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Pass to the closer. And again, it's Virginia.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Christie. And the Pacers, another three.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to the closer. Here's the general. This one for 3. Another 3 for Virginia.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So for the Storm, Prime Giants checked in for Mr. Fundamentals. The captain comes in for Prez. And the machine subbed in for D. Indiana also making some changes. Prime Giants checked in for Christie. Scotty Barnes comes in for Reed. Halliburton subbed in for Christie. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
All right, David, thanks.
Halliburton's vision and then the ability to thread the needle there makes the defense pay.
The machine passes to Primetime. Pass to the general. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. And again, it's Virginia.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Here's the captain. Back to Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana converting. Virginia leading by 10. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Primetime. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Panescu. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's the captain. Pass to the general. Rocket 2. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. The captain's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The lead now in single digits. Virginia has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The machine passes to the closer. Here's the captain. Shoots the 3. Here's the general. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for the Storm.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for Game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the closer.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
So we see Virginia get the win here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, the closer.